One thing Jeremy Lin can do is generate highlights. So here we go, back in the first half, and he was fun to watch. The crowd got what they wanted.
Yeah, they did. I mean, setting up the screen and roll, took to the basket, first bucket of the ball game, took on a defender, and this was just keep the dribble alive, does a great job. Little circle around, they fall asleep, take advantage, finish with his left hand. Once again, high screen and roll. They don't handle it very well. Started going to the double team on Jeremy Lin. Nobody protected the basket. Tyson gets an easy one. And Landry Fields has really fed well off of Jeremy Lin. Obviously, we know those two are very friendly, and that's helped his game. Jeremy Lin with a nice little short 12-foot jump shot, 10 points, 4 of 6, 5 boards, and the great 13 assists in just 26 short minutes for him.
Now, it's definitely rare to see an NBA game won in the first quarter, but now that's pretty much what the Knicks did with a 12-0 run.
Pretty much that was it. And what you saw there, too, was it was 2 alley-oops, and it was 1 pass for a dunk to Omari in that run where you just got to see, again, he was getting things open, getting it loose, but those are easy baskets, and to me, it gives them the momentum that they needed.
Yeah, and early on, Alan, too, during this run, they hit 10 of their first 12 shots, and all these are high percentage.
That's a Steve Nash move right there. Hate to do that, but it really is.
Well, just keep the dribble alive. Smart basketball play by Jeremy Lin, and the rest of these are really easy. Notice how there's no pressure on the basketball, and when you don't pressure the basketball, you're going to get easy shots, and when you attack, you don't have any flow behind you. All these big men are going to get easy buckets and a chance to pad their stats.
Yeah, exactly. When they key on him, it opens it up for other people. You key on the bigs, it leaves him open.
They didn't really have
night to pass.
They didn't really have anybody quick to guard Jeremy Lin. They did when Isaiah Thomas came in the game, but he's a little smaller.
That was funny, by the way. Isaiah getting
booed. You like that?
Very funny.
The poor kid, though.
Yeah. It's only in one building. It's only in one building.
Yeah, but again, the bigger guy doesn't necessarily work with him, and they don't really have that quickness other than a shorter guy. And he put some pressure on it, but the Knicks were so much better than the Sacramento Kings. It wouldn't have mattered either way.
Landry Fields is fun to watch when he's playing basketball like he is right now. There's definitely a synergy between him and Jeremy Lin. They've got that handshake thing. Fun to watch, and he was acrobatic, too.
Yeah, and he is getting into that comfort zone that we saw last season when he was an all-rookie player. And he's knocking down that corner three, which he was struggling with early on. And he's going after the rebounds, going after loose balls, filling up the stat sheet once again, Kelly, because that's really what he's best at. Not a traditional two guard, not a traditional shooting guard, but definitely is a good intangibles player that does fill up the stat sheet.
Yeah, Alan, he's making basketball plays. He's a basketball player. And, the first half pretty much showed versatility, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and he continued that on. And it's nice to see Landry Fields because I think for a lot of people, he's an enjoyable player to watch because of his hustle, because of little different things that he does, whether it's on the break with the alley-oops and finishing. He comes up with the steals. He makes something happen. Sometimes the ball finds him, and that's always a good trait.
And Bill Walker was part of the fun tonight, shooting 6 for 9 in the game. So he had a good touch. Everybody pretty much had the touch.
Well, they had the touch, and Bill Walker's one of the guys that goes up and down or whatever. But, for Billy Walker getting the opportunity to start with Carmelo out, he's in there to get open looks and to make open looks. At times he struggles, but then there's other nights, Alan, where, he gets on fire and that seems to get him going. And that, in turn, gives him some other parts of his game that helps him.
But Walker's a guy that also has to keep in mind that as Carmelo comes back, this might mean less minutes for him. So this is almost he's got to continue to play well or even play better to keep himself in the rotation. We know Mike D'Antoni is more of an 8-man rotation kind of guy, with Steve Novak playing well and hitting the outside three. There's going to be less minutes down the end of that bench now for Walker. He's got to start playing well to keep the minutes and keep in the rotation.
Yeah, it's always an audition. What have you done for me lately?
That's right.